Hey guys. Today I want to talk to you about trusting that God is faithful even when. Welcome to Mel's Diary, Unscripted. Let's dive in. Sometimes, it feels so much harder to trust that God is faithful. And when a major appliance dies, it can be so frustrating and so difficult, especially depending on what the finances are looking like and whatnot. But what about when the, the first appliance dies, and then the next one, and the next one, and the next one? In the last, probably, it could not be more than 9 months. The last 9 months, my water heater decided that it couldn't possibly contain water anymore. And so it started leaking all over my floor. So we had to replace that. And then my dryer decided that drying was not in its job description anymore. And we had to replace that. And then that was a whole fiasco unto itself. Let me just tell you that. There was points where I was just about hysterical dealing with that, because I actually ended up replacing it twice, because the first one I was sold turned out to actually not just be on clearance, but had been returned because it was defective. And then they sold it to me like it was new. So that I had to get another dryer. So that was rough and challenging, beyond challenging. And I want to say that the dryer died before we got the water heater paid off. Then we started working on getting the dryer paid off, which God was good and faithful, and we got the dryer paid off. But before the dryer paid off, the dishwasher and the freezer both decided that they were no longer going to continue being functional either. So then we had to get those. And if I had realized that that wasn't going to be the end, I don't know if I could have justified getting the dishwasher. It's a hard thing, right? Especially if you're dealing with health issues and whatnot. Your brain goes, no, I have to have a dishwasher. You don't understand. This is necessary for my ability to be a functional human and actually have clean dishes in my house. But on the other hand, an added expense is just, it's so much, right? And so, anyway, we bought those. And then barely had even begun getting those paid off. And my stove decided to start auditioning for a Final Destination movie where the flames just like doing weird, crazy things. And then my refrigerator decided that anything below 55 was not happening. And so I had to get both of those replaced as well. Then I'm just having this big open house, graduation, open house, and all that 3 days before the open house. My washing machine, that was only 6 years old, decided that it couldn't do the spin cycle anymore. And I was just like, are you kidding me right now? Like, you have got to be kidding me, right? Like, this cannot actually be happening. I just don't even understand what you're saying right now. And I did some research trying to figure out, is this a part that we can replace, something? And it's like, oh, well, if you had any other washing machine on planet Earth, this would cost you less than $100 to fix. But since you have this washing machine, it's going to be $300. And keep in mind, this is only 3 years old. And during the 5 years that I thankfully had paid for the extended warranty, I had to have repairmen come out twice to repair it already. So this is a third time that it needs fixed in 6 years. Do I want to dump $300 into something that would then require someone at my house to fix it? Because otherwise, if I have to pay for someone to come fix it, well, forget it. That's the cost of a new washing machine right there. So I go on Angry Day, which is a whole other story that hopefully will eventually make it to video. The next 3 days would be the ideal time to do an Angry Day video, because today's day 1 of Angry Day that lasts at least 3 days these days. But anyway, I digress. So I go. I find a washing machine that will hopefully work as a solid, higher quality replacement item. In the store, didn't have to order it and wait a week this time for it to be delivered, unlike every single other appliance I've had to buy. So that was a small blessing, at least. And get that. And I'm in the shower trying to wash off all of the contamination and dirt and dust and debris and allergens and everything else. And I'm just like, Lord, are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? Like, I have been trying so hard to just trust that you're going to work things out, but are you kidding me? Did I not just say like a year ago that I don't want any appliances to die because I'm hoping to move soon and I want to just leave all the old appliances and not take them with me and blah, blah, blah. And are you kidding me? Every single one of them had to die. All of them. Are you kidding? In 9 months? I'm sorry. Statistics are a lie. They're a lie. Because people know that the real rule is not that things are going to statistically die in an orderly manner. They're going to gang up on you and just die. Just like dominoes, apparently. But even this was like, I've had 2 or 3 items, but it was just like all of these. I'm like, that's like basically every major appliance that I own. Are you kidding me right now? And I'm like, Lord, are you, why? Why? I don't understand. Like, you want me to trust you, but why? And then I don't know that I could really call it a thought, but it wasn't like a vision or anything like that. It was just this understanding, I suppose, for lack of a better word, where it was just like, I need you to have faith, to trust me, even when. It's like, even when, Lord? It's like, even when the washing machine dies, when it shouldn't have died, even when you're on your way to the store to buy said washing machine, when a deer runs out in broad daylight and runs smack into the side of your car. Thankfully, there did not, hopefully, appear. There didn't seem to be any visual damage, so hopefully it's fine. But even when You're just like, I'm trying to save up so I can move, and all I seem to be doing is buying new appliances, even when, even when trusting that God will be faithful, even when, even when it feels like everything's out to get you, when everything's falling apart, even when you just feel like you got nothing left. Trusting that God is faithful, even when. Until next time, take care.